Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is she gonna find you. The scripture comes from Psalm 7 and 7. Rise up, O Lord, in your anger. Rise against the fury of my foes. Wake to the judgment you have decreed. Let the assembly of the people surround you. Above them on high be enthroned. The Lord judges the nations. Do me justice, O Lord, because I am just, and because of the innocence that is mine. Let the malice of the wicked come to an end, but sustain the just, O searcher of heart and soul, O just God. A shield before me is God, who saves the upright of heart. A just judge is God, a God who punishes day by day. Unless they be converted, God will sharpen his sword. He will bend his and aim his bow, prepare his deadly weapons against them, and use fiery darts for arrows. So here's the message. God is saying that this is for someone. You are having to deal with someone that has been overtaken with the pharaoh spirit. This person believes that you are their property. This person believes that you have no rights to live your own life. This could be for someone that was in an abusive relationship, and the person that was abusing you has decided that they want you back. And I literally just talked about this in the last message, because a lot of time when women end up losing, getting flatlined by men, it's a situation where she don't want him no more. She doesn't want to deal with his abuse anymore. She doesn't want to deal with his cheating anymore. She doesn't want to deal with this. She doesn't want to deal with that. And she wants to go on about her life and mind her business. And then here comes this man with his feelings hurt, okay, with his tail between his legs, trying to attack this woman instead of going on about his business. God is saying that someone, you're having to deal with this. And it could also be someone that is dealing with I hear a narcissistic parent, okay? Narcissistic parents believe that when they have a child that they have been using as a scapegoat, and that child is just an awful child, and that child, they can do nothing right, and everything they do is wrong. When the scapegoat child decides that they are going to go and live their life without waiting on the approval of the narcissistic parent, that parent will act as if they have been done wrong and something bad has happened. The same people that they kept on telling all these awful lies about this child, they are saying that the child is doing them so wrong, and they don't understand why they left. They don't understand why they not talking to them no more. And I don't understand, they don't love me, and I did them so right. Meanwhile, no, they didn't. No, they didn't, because you gossiping about someone and making someone out to be a monster and making someone out to be I hear for somebody a drug addict. They've been lying and saying that you have been caught up in all kinds of stuff. And I'm hearing for somebody, they have been lying and saying that you were caught up in prostitution and you were not. That is a lie. They were lying saying you were addicted to drugs and you're not. That's a lie. They're lying and saying that you don't want to work, you don't want to do anything with your life, and that's a lie. So when you are, God is saying, like, to let you know when you get ready to live your life to the fullest extent, because this person has been hindering. This is a parent that has been hindering the child from being able to do anything with their life. 333, as I say that. This parent has been hindering this child. Every time this child has an opportunity, they stand in the way. Every time this child is trying to do better, regardless to if I'm being reminded of when I wanted to go to college, okay? And like, if you have ever put forth effort to better yourself, and this parent had anything to do with it, they would deliberately find any excuse as to why you shouldn't do that. And they would find any excuse as to why they should stop you. God says that this is I just got a notification, baby. This is a situation where you are, like, you have had enough, regardless if you are the kind of person, you put forth every effort you could to make this parent happy. You did everything that you could to make them happy, and they still were not happy. They still were talking about you behind your back. They still found all kind of things wrong with you. They still put forth the effort to make you out to be a monster. And if you doing exactly what they want you to do equals with the same kind of you get the same the same results. Thank you, Lord. You get the same results as you would if you were doing what you want to do. Then what's the point? And this is not a situation. In some cases, what they want from you is they want to be able to talk down on you and for it to be true. And that's not fair to you. It is not fair to you. No, you should not have to live a life of misery and neglect and as a shut-in, and you don't have any friends, and you don't have anybody that care about you. You don't get invited to no family functions. You don't get taken here. You don't get, and it's always some kind of lie to cover up why you are never around and why you are always just looked down upon. God says enough is enough. If you want to go out and live your life, you have all rights to go out and live your life. You are not mentally unstable because you decide to move away from a parent that is mistreating you. It is not something wrong with you, because how dare you decide that you are going to go out and buy a house? Other people are able to buy houses. Nobody is trying to label them as crazy. Other people are able to go out and get married and live a private, happy life. Nobody gets mad at them. People have been doing this for decades, for centuries. There have been people that moved away from their family, even in what's that movie, The Color Purple, and how her and her sister weren't speaking to each other for quite a long time. Even when Celie got married to Mr., she wasn't speaking to her parents for quite a long time. There's nothing new under the sun, and it is nothing crazy, it's nothing weird, and it's nothing strange about a child that grows up and becomes an adult to do adult things such as move out and get a house. It is nothing strange and it is nothing weird for a child that has become an adult to say, you know what, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to move, and I'm going to move over here. It's nothing weird about that. It's nothing weird and it's nothing strange for a child that has become an adult to feel as though their parent has been abusing them and to decide they don't want to talk to them anymore. But God is saying that you may have to deal with somebody that is trying to chase after you. Okay, putting out a missing persons report and you not missing. Trying to hire a private investigator to find you, and you don't need to be found. And I just feel like pulling up and popping up and trying to harass neighbors and all kind of stuff, trying to search for you and trying to harass you even further. God says he will be a shield before you. A shield before me is God, who saves the upright of heart. A just judge is God, a God who punishes day by day. Unless they be converted, God will sharpen his sword. He will bend and aim his bow, prepare his deadly weapons against them, and use fiery darts as arrows. God says you don't have to worry about a thing. God said you don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to worry about a thing. You have all rights to live your life. You have all rights. You have every right. Everybody else got a house but you. Everybody else got a wonderful relationship but you. Everybody else is happy and they living their life, but you living your life as a shut-in. That is not fair. It is not. God says he is not going to stand by and just watch you waste your life away, waste your days away. And you yearn for certain things, but every time you try to reach out and grab these things, there's someone stepping on your hand. God said, either they remove their foot or he will. Either they remove their foot or he will. And they don't want him to remove their foot. They do not want him to be the one to pull the foot off and toss it. They do not want God to be the one to get their foot up out of your way. God says this is for somebody. He has a house for you. Claim it. He has cars for you. Claim it. He has wealth for you. Claim it. He has a career for you. Claim it. He has a husband or a wife for you. Claim it. God said if they don't move their foot, he will. They try to come after you. Y'all see I got on a Savage shirt. God is seeking judgment upon this person. They are under the wrath of God for how they have treated you. They are under the wrath of God for how they have been postponing your blessings. They have been standing in the way of your future. They have been standing in the way of you getting married. They have been standing in the way of your career. They have been standing in the way of everything that God has promised you. They are putting forth every effort they can to stop you from getting it. It's like they are holding on. They got a rope wrapped around you and they pulling it tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. They don't want to let you get away. They just want you to be miserable for the rest of your life. That is not fair to you. God says if they come after you, The message is she gonna find you. They may find you. They may very well find you. But God said if they come after you, they gonna have to deal with him. If they come after you, they will have to deal with him. This is not a situation where this person has been quiet about how they feel about you. And if they dislike you so much and they can't stand you so much and they want you away from them so much and they got to get away from you because you driving them so crazy, then why in the world are they so, would they be bothered by you moving away? You're doing them a favor, okay, in that sense. Let's be real. If you are such a bother and everything you do is so annoying and anything that interests you, it doesn't make any sense. And they don't like this. They don't like that. They don't understand this. Everything you do is something wrong with it. Then they should be happy when you move away. It's nothing wrong with moving away. There are so many people that they live, they grow to a certain age and they decide, you know what, I'm going to move to New York. You know what, I'm going to move to LA. You know what, I'm going to move to Florida. I'm going to move to another country. I'm going to live here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. And they want to try to picture you as if you don't know what you're doing or you're tripping or you're doing this just because you haven't been laying out your plans to them. It's none of their business what your plans are. Apparently, if you tell them, they ain't going to do nothing but talk down on it anyway, so why share it? For what? Why should you share something with them if they're not going to do anything but put you down? Why would you share it? Where's the logic in that? It makes more sense for you not to share anything you have going on with them than for you to tell them. Let's be real. And, this is somebody that will be able to word things and twist things and make it seem a certain way. God said they can twist words around all they want to. They can make themselves out to be a victim all they want to. But in reality, every person they trying to make themselves out to be a victim to, know good and well they've been talking about you like a dog. They've been dragging you through the mud. They've been everything you do is just so awful. You can do nothing right. Meanwhile, you nothing like the person they are describing. You are completely different from who they see you as to be, who they want you to be. That is not you. And God says you have all rights to get out and live your life. God said he got children for you. God said he have a spouse for you. Your life is waiting on you. And you should not waste your days away. Let them come. God says, go ahead. Let them come. Let them come. Let them come. They better remove their foot off of you or God will. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.